I'd like to call this meeting of the Long Branch City Workshop to order. Roll call.
Mrs. Billing? Here. Mr. Pallone?
Here.
Mr. Sirianni?
Yes.
Dr. Selly?
Here.
Mrs. Bastelli?
Here.
I hereby certify that this meeting has been published in the newspaper in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act and posted as required by law.
Okay, thank you. Our first item on the agenda is proposed parking on Hillside Avenue, Director Roca.
Mary, I tell you, you're doing a fine job.
You did. Hello. We had a request from DPW to look at parking on actually Cypress and Hillside. They're having problems getting the garbage trucks down there, and people were complaining. So we had traffic go take a look, and myself and Mr. Hayes went and took a look ourselves. So it's up on the map, but you can see Cypress up there starting at Jackson Street. If you look on the top there, we're proposing no parking on the north side of the street, and we spoke to the property owner there on the corner.
This is Cypress Street, runs off of Jackson Street, runs off of Broadway. So DPW is having trouble getting around, just the garbage trucks, let alone snowplows, to get around here. So we spoke to the homeowner of this, of the largest house, has the most cars, and he actually thought it was a great idea because he had 2 cars hit over here.
Right, because what seems to happen is that people don't have enough room to park on Jackson Street, so they park on Cypress and they park on both sides, and we can't get through there.
So which side are you gonna?
The north side. The north side, we're proposing no parking on the north side.
Yes.
Right. So that'll let them make the turn and get down into that other
So the 2
area.
houses there have driveways, which is why we.
It's a two-way street, right?
Correct.
It's a 2-way street, but it's very tight, yes.
That addresses the issue that was Ken we talked about.
Yes, we had talked about, we talked about it, some issues there. So that's the Cypress one. And then we also took a look at Hillside. Did you bring Hillside up there?
I keyed off of Myrtle. I'm gonna get you, I know exactly where you are.
The hillside, man, somehow,
You gotta make a left.
I'm lost, so I don't know where they are.
Be nice. We went too far this way.
Yeah, I think you did.
I was being serious.
No, it's the other
I don't know where you're at right now.
No.
High Street, we're getting closer, right?
No.
No, it's between South 7th and
Go to the.
Morris.
What are you looking for again?
Hillside?
Hillside between South 7th and Morris.
Okay, now go.
They don't know where my house
Springdale, we're getting there.
Go to the right a little bit.
is. Like,
Now go, keep going down.
I go out. That's right.
No, the other way.
You're military, right?
Would you like to do it now? Let me buy that Oh, my goodness. Let's see, all right, where else are we getting closer? I can feel it.
Yeah, you are.
There's Morris, now we're really getting closer.
You are, you're close.
Okay. So it's right here.
Thank you for the
Yeah.
lovely tour of Long Branch.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. So it's this stretch of hillside between Morris and...
Yep. So if you pull that down a little bit, because right where your finger was, right where they make that turn there, you see that hard left turn? Where it goes back to South 7th there, they have a problem there. It's already no parking on one side of
It's no
Hillside?
parking from here to Jeffrey.
Correct.
We're proposing, no, on this one side.
Uh-huh.
We're proposing to carry that from here around the corner, what, 25?
Right around the corner, and then they're gonna paint the other corner to make sure nobody
Yeah.
parks there.
corners here.
Because he has a hard time getting the trucks around that tight turn.
So it'll be no parking on both sides?
No.
Around the corner?
No, it's currently no parking on the right side here, on the east
I
side,
get that.
from here to here. We're proposing the same thing on the east side, from here around the corner, 25 feet. It's already, you're already not supposed to park within 25
feet anyway.
25 feet of the intersection. We're just going to mark that
We're just gonna mark it out.
to show you.
And then hopefully that should solve the problem.
Okay, thank you.
Do those homeowners know?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know if there's any...
There's no driveways here. The
No,
only,
I'm talking about on the bend as you make the
There's
turn.
actually no parking signs up there already, a little bit, so because you're not supposed to park on the bend there, so I don't know if it's going to affect them
It's
that
gonna
much
affect too
anyway.
many people down
Yeah,
there.
it's not going to affect too many people.
just gonna keep them from parking here, and put them in the
Yeah.
driveways.
We'll find out.
We'll see.
Yeah, that we will. That we will. Okay? You're welcome.
Our next presentation is on Brantport Park. So we'll ask Director Jones.
Take us there.
You're getting very good at that,
Thank you.
Oh,
I appreciate that.
Oh,
He is.
you're very Roll my eyes. Oh, please. Get a close up.
He's moving like he's playing full court.
So,
He just made it compliment.
I'm not sure he did. So, we had met internally. Jake had suggested that we start to plan our next Green Acres application. So we took a look at the Branchport Park area. So this is the playground, this is the boat ramp, and the bulkheading is shot all the way around the area. So we had thought that it might be a project you'd be interested in us applying for, to replace the bulkheading. It's about 1,400 linear feet. Redesign in the boat ramp to put 2 floating docks on the outside of the wings of the boat ramp to make it safer. We've had some complaints or some suggestions from folks about doing that. Redoing the pitch of the boat ramp, we feel it's a little too inclined. We're flattening it out a little bit. So we drew it up. We met with Avakian. We got a rough number of about approximately $1.3 million for this project. So we didn't want to make the application to Green Acres until you were comfortable with us doing that. If we win the application, you'd have to bond the amount, and then you get reimbursed for 50% of it. So,
Could you repeat that figure again?
$1.3 million.
1.3.
Now, Kevin, if you were going to put floating docks,
Right.
it would be on either end of that one, or, I mean, how wide a boat will be able to get in there? That would be my concern.
We're not really sure. We haven't gotten to that part of the design.
Okay.
We would probably widen the wing walls to make the whole operation wider.
Okay.
We were talking about putting the floating docks adjacent to the ramp.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, we haven't really sat down with the experts in
Yeah.
design. We thought possibly putting it in here, where you get the boat in the water, you run
Right.
it around to the floating dock, and then you can walk from the floating dock up a
Right.
incline ramp.
That would be much safer than
Yeah,
the way it is.
that's,
Absolutely.
but like I say, we haven't gotten to the design
Okay.
portion of it. We didn't want to spend any money and go much further making an application until you had consensus that you wanted us to do it.
I'm good.
You have a consensus
I'm good.
on that?
I'm good.
Mary Jane? Yes? Okay, yes.
Thank you.
Well,
Jake,
Jake,
great job.
Very good.
That's
I
full
love
court
that.
work.
I love that presentation.
When's the application gonna be?
By February.
Yeah, February.
We have a
That's why
short window here,
That's why
so.
we came up quickly.
Yeah.
Okay. I normally would have sent a whole bunch of stuff to you, but we didn't have the time.
No. Good, good.
Thanks, Jake.
bulkheading is expensive,
Very.
very
For
expensive.
the record, Jake, I'm a half-court guy.
Okay, do we have any questions on the regular meeting agenda? Yes, no? Kate? John? Okay, so I need a motion to close.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
No.
Okay, I need a motion to adopt the resolution to go into executive session for the following items. Contract negotiations, LB Partners, Pier Village 3, the Bluffs, 2nd Avenue Warehouse, and litigation, Kelly, Lepore, and a personnel matter with the police department.
So moved.
Roll call?
Mrs. Billings?
Yes.
Mr. Pallone?
Yes.
Mr. Siriani?
Yes.
Dr. Selly? Yes. Mrs. Bestelli?